Big shout out to Plaid and Glasses who emailed me in this footage, theschwantz27@gmail.com. If you have any cheater or hacker or booster clips, you could always send them in, but link in the description to his channel in case you want to check him out. Ever since Apex Legends dropped in the surprise motherfucker fashion back in February, hackers have been an issue with the game, given the nature of it being free to play. Thus, when you're inevitably banned, you don't need to pay for a new copy of the game or pay someone even more to crack into an innocent person's account for you to play, even after you've paid for said hacks to companies that are raking in the money on the backs of these cheating little cum dumpsters. This is why, by the way, you see posts on Reddit with people claiming that they haven't cheated and are then banned. Sure, some of them are probably cheaters just crying crocodile tears, but there are some people that genuinely didn't cheat. However, somebody probably got into their account because they don't have two-factor authentication enabled to prevent backdoor intrusions like a butt plug from a porn star. Anyways, back to the topic. Respawn has been banning cheaters left and right. However, with the new ranked mode being introduced in Season 2, you'll find even more players with aimbots in lower ranks with fresh new accounts after getting their previous one banned. I don't understand why cheaters play rank modes to get a cool looking badge next to their name when the badge itself is abso-fucking-lutely meaningless because you cheated in order to get there. It's like those ass clowns that used to DDoS and Black Ops 2 Leak play or Destiny 2's Crucible, although it says something about having peer-to-peer connectivity models, but that's not the root cause and that's a topic for a different discussion. Feeling good about getting a reward that you didn't earn is fucking pathetic, and the true definition of a loser, to make up the appearance of winning when you can't do it by yourself without breaking the fucking rules. The development team, though, has some ideas and strats to go about stomping out people that ruin the experience of other players like this, which has included myself in a few cases, although I didn't spectate afterwards to confirm my suspicions, which I normally do whenever I come across sketchy players. Whenever the topic of cheating in a game comes up, the reasons why players do end up cheating all boils down to the reward being greater than the risk of being caught. Thus, the easiest way to artificially steer potential hackers away from doing so is to increase the risk of what happens when they do get caught, because it's much easier to ratchet up security policies instead of writing code all the time to stay one step ahead of the people that do write these mods. The higher the risk associated with being caught, the less likely people are going to flip on that switch in their mind and say, yeah, I'll try the same bot program out. As detailed in a recent Reddit post, not only is Respawn going for a coding approach, using machine learning to detect and auto-ban cheaters, and improving detection on new spam accounts before they get used after said banning, they're also implementing new security policies like requiring two-factor authentication in certain regions where cheating is rampant. Southeast Asia. People should have two-factor authentication on all their accounts as a security measure anyways, but forcing players to do so such that there is a gate to playing Apex Legends for players that will get banned for cheating, such that they're not repeat offenders, kills two birds with one stone to prevent innocent players from getting their accounts stolen and being banned in spite of them not actually cheating, since hackers will use their accounts due to the overall pristine reputation prior to any hacking events. There's also a really interesting set of anti-cheat ideas floating around, including matchmaking detected cheaters together with one another and banning players that are actively partied up with people that do cheat and carry them to higher ranks, even if those players are not cheating themselves. I hope on that last one they take into account whether the player is randomly matched with a cheater in their parties, since I do play solo whenever friends aren't around, versus squatting up before a match and then getting into a game, because I never add random people into parties or onto friends lists for precautionary and paranoia purposes, because there have been so many malicious scripts that hook into things like that. By banning not only cheaters but the enablers of said cheaters, people are going to be more turned off of playing with their friends that do have aimbots, and since gaming is the most social of antisocial interactive activities, people won't play games with their friends. People usually won't play games if their friends won't play with them, thus they're less likely to use cheats if doing so will repel any gaming sessions, like if you got on some deep bug spray. Additionally, matchmaking cheaters with other cheaters has always been an idea that has been a pipe dream of mine, so that this way, people that do aimbot will finally get to feel what it's like to have your experience ruined, so maybe they'll see the error in their ways, which is extraordinarily optimistic of me in the first place, considering that players usually cheat for one of two reasons. One, they are supercalifragilisticexpial atrocious at the game and can't play any other way because they don't want to actually take the time and effort to improve, instead opting for a quick fix. And two, because these people are trolls, which is really just another word for being a fuck trumpet if you get your jollies on by pissing off other people. Or if you're bored of the game and are just looking for a new way to play, here's a novel idea. If you're bored of the game, go play another instead of fucking ruining this one. This way you'll also keep the people that would otherwise have just created a new account to continue cheating believe that they have not yet been caught in order to keep playing on that compromised account so that they don't infect the actual game with it, instead being relegated to the cesspool servers with other hacking shit stains. I do like that Respawn is attempting to come up with creative outside-the-box solutions to their cheating problem that gets exponentially harder when there's so much money at stake and incentive for people that actually make cheats, as well as a lower barrier to entry with having the game be free instead of a paid entry. Overwatch has recently implemented a feature where a match will be stopped in progress if there is cheating detected, such that those unfortunate to be on the receiving end don't waste their time in a match that won't count for SR anyways if there was detected cheating. Although it's very different in stopping a battle royale match when there's 60 people instead of 6v6, and I've seen speed hackers that are so fucking bad that they walk off the edge of the goddamn map and kill themselves, thus making the lobby playable again. I don't think that that particular approach is correct. However, I do think that negating any score or ranked gained or lost from playing in a match where there is a cheater is another idea that Apex can borrow that wouldn't be too much on the coding end. Where policies go, perhaps a hardware ban is something that could be implemented such that there is much more risk of punishment when getting caught, even though spoofing MAC addresses isn't that difficult, but it's still more work on the end of the cheater after they do get caught. Lastly, legal action needs to be taken against the people that actually create the cheats to cut off the source of players getting these mods and start lawsuits for copyright infringement to deter people from making them in the first place. What do you think about the hacker-based matchmaking and other ideas Respawn is using to combat these cheating little scrotum sniffers like this one here? I've been the Schwans27, making like a banana and splitting. Until next time.